Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
All right, Brent is coming up. He's frozen, guys. He done lost a moment. Oh, there
Hi.
you go. What up, Brent? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am well. How you feel about your boy ASJ going to jail?
Henry, you keep saying that. Has there been sentencing? Has he been sentenced to jail?
It's coming. What do you mean? Like what? Because wait. You think because he hasn't been sentenced, he ain't going to jail?
You can't say that definitively unless there's a sentencing. Look, if there's proof, there's evidence, and there's sentencing, then facts over feelings. And yes, of course, but is he going to jail? Is there a sentencing? Has he been sentenced to jail?
Not yet, but there is proof right here that of his PPP money that he personally sent a co-conspirator.
Mm-hmm, right. But did he intentionally? Is there evidence that he intentionally did it? Because there's always this nuance with this. Hey, Henry, you're laughing. I know this. Your channel's pushing a certain narrative. What I'm saying is he sentenced to jail yet? Has he been sentenced?
It's coming. Can you explain the 6-month gap in his schedule? Can you?
Yes, I can. That? Daniel Metrotham Khan. He signed up for Metrotham Khan. In I believe in June. That's because that's the same con that where David. That's the same con, except I think they moved it to a different city.
It says
Metrotham Con. Yes, Daniel Logan's also doing that con, and he also has a gap in his schedule as well. So you can't really
6-month gap.
Well, yeah, because Metrotham signs up early, and that's probably the first one that he got. So you can't really explain.
You don't think it's odd that Austin St. John doesn't have any bookings in January? Or February?
There's plenty of celebrities that have gaps in their schedule because Metrotham Pong has probably made an offer early to secure him. But so you can't really base it off of that. How do you
explain Walter and let's see.
They're different people.
Walter,
you think they all think the same, make the same schedule? They have different agents as well. I believe Walter has Mr. Hustle, Aaron. His name is Aaron, I believe. Different agents, different schedules. So you can't really base it off of that.
You don't think Austin St. John should have any bookings in January? Like it's what, a month away? You don't think he should have?
I'm not saying whether he should or shouldn't, but it's not like unusual. And I'm not saying that whether that's a coincidence or not. I mean, I don't know. Johnny, he's hustling. I see him at the cons. He keeps it moving. He's a hustler for sure for money. And he knows how to run the cons. So he's very on his game. So
shout out to my man Mark A. Hicks, said guilty 2 months in the gang. Yeah. Austin St. John is guilty. So why do you think he pled guilty? Did you talk to him about that? Did you ask Austin?
Why do I think he? I don't know. I've never spoken to him about this in that detail, but. The legal fees. He couldn't handle legal fees. That's my speculation. I don't know.
Wait. Since he's been convicted, you've never asked him one time about what happened?
No, because I haven't seen him since then.
What do you mean you haven't seen? You didn't see him at Ranger Stop?
No, I didn't talk to him at Ranger Stop. No, because I was there to see like the Japanese the other actors. I didn't go to his booth or anything. So
sure. Let's just, for the sake of argument, say sure. So, if he goes to jail, do you think he's guilty? Would you think he's an innocent man behind bars who just couldn't afford his legal fees, and he just got railroaded by the system, or he actually did something?
See, now you're changing because with the previous people, you were saying as if he was going to jail for sure. Now you're changing the question.
He's 100% going to jail. It's just a matter of like it's a formality. It's like, okay, he pled guilty. They did the pre-sentence investigation just the same way they did with the other person who pled guilty. It's following the same pattern. So I can't imagine his case following the same pattern by the same judge who sentenced him to the other person who pled guilty to 6 months and say, hey, Austin St. John, you're so important. Even though you pled guilty just like the other person, even though you implemented the same people the other person implemented, we're going to give you no jail time. I can't see that happening.
You can't see that. I mean, we don't know. I mean, I'm not saying
that judge he wouldn't even be a judge if you have two people who committed the same crime from the same case, mind you, and one goes to jail for 6 months and one does not. Even the prosecutor.
Right, but Henry, what I'm saying is that you can't say like, what do you think about Austin going to jail when you don't know that for sure? When it's not facts over feelings, you don't know that for sure.
So my prediction, he's going to jail.
Prediction, yes.
He's 100% going to jail. I'm 99.9% sure he's going to jail.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair statement for you to make. But now, for you to ask,
when he goes to jail, would you think he's guilty, or would you think he's an innocent man behind bars?
I mean, I already think that he was. For him to sign that check and not to trust, he's already irresponsible. Like he's not completely innocent in this. I mean,
but is he
best case scenario
or guilty? He did send this money. It said Geiger sent, not Geiger's friend, not Zach Taylor McGinnis. It said Geiger got the loan, Geiger sent the money, and Geiger invested the money with another co-conspirator. When we all know all the money is supposed to go back into the business, not in personal investments. You aware of that, right?
Yeah, right. But there's a nuance again, intentionality, intention. With all sorts of crimes, there's an issue of intention, and if there's evidence that proves that he intentionally stole that money, was doing it to intentionally defraud the government, then yes, I would 100% support a jail sentence. He's guilty, absolutely, if that's the case. But with this, we know that he did. Yes, he did the wire transfer, but did he intentionally do it? And
what do you mean? And did he accidentally do the wire transfer?
No, if the intentionally defraud. Henry, stop playing stupid.
What are you talking about?
I'm losing my patience with this. Oh my God.
What do you mean, did he intentionally do it? Well, what did
No, intentionally defraud. Henry, I don't have time to explain. You know that there's an issue of intentionality. Just because you signed the wire transfer, there's so much nuance when it comes to legal stuff that we don't have time.
He's not convicted.
God, Henry, come on now.
Involuntary wire fraud.
Henry, I mean, I don't have time to explain the basic of intentionality versus not. Come on,
what,
Henry,
you think he was like, oh, I accidentally transferred?
No, he did the wire transfer, but there's a nuance of, did he know that he was intentionally taking that money, defrauding the government intentionally? And that would, if that was the case, it would have been proven. I think it would have been proven much quicker, and he would be in prison by now. And I would be 100% supportive of him going to prison if it is proven that he intentionally did that and he intentionally defrauded the government. But there's no proof of that. Because if there was, he would already be in prison.
He said he intentionally tried to defraud the government. What are you talking about?
That's a plea deal. That's different. But there's no solid evidence.
Didn't you hear the person, the justice person say, hey, the evidence is wire transfers. It's not like some statement that we need. We don't need a witness to corroborate anything because we have the wire transfers of what happened. We have statements like this where like, hey, everyone got together.
Yes, we're arguing the same thing over and over. He did the wire transfers, but what needs to be proven is, did he intentionally, is there evidence that he did it? He intentionally defrauded, that he intended to do it. There's a nuance there, Henry. And if there is, I would 100% support him going to prison.
What's the nuance? That he accidentally defrauded the government? Is that what you're saying? He accidentally defrauded the government?
That he didn't know what these people were doing. And if he did, there would be evidence, but he would be in prison by now. There'd be no question. And I would 100% support it.
He might have to, when you negotiate a plea deal, you could negotiate your surrender date. They offer you a plea deal so they don't have to spend government resources prosecuting you.
But Henry, like, if he was the main suspect in all of this, I don't think they would offer a plea deal for him. They would go after him.
They offer everyone a plea deal. Everyone gets offered a plea deal, Brent. Everyone. Even the top guy is offered a plea deal. The top guy could take
But there's differing terms in these plea deals, and they're not all the same. And so if there's evidence, yeah, I support it. But we keep going in circles like this, and
ASJ bought personal items from a business loan. That is already fraud. There are no excuse for his crime. Didn't he like buy a motorcycle or something? I think that's the rumor. I never saw. Did he buy a motorcycle, guys? Do the people who follow it know? Because Brent's confused about the intention. He think he accidentally defrauded. He didn't know that he was defrauding the government when he took the loan. When he sent the money, he didn't know that was. Are you saying he was ignorant of the law?
I don't know but what we see right now is that he did a wire transfer. But
whoa! We don't see that he just did a wire transfer. We see that he received a loan and he did a wire transfer. He did 2 wire transfers to 2 different people. Ain't you supposed to pay out? The money is supposed to go back into the company, not go into investments, not give 10% to the person who helped you craft the application. That's an intentional wire transfer. These are 2 very intentional wire transfers, one for 10%, and is also $33,000 unaccounted for. So are you saying?
But if this was able to hold up in a court of law, he'd be in prison. But it's not holding.
He's not. What do you mean he'd be in prison? The original guy who took the first plea deal, he sat out of prison after pleading guilty instantly. He pled guilty instantly after they were arrested. He didn't go to jail till I think 3 months later or something, the next year or something. I could pull it up, but he didn't go to jail instantly after pleading guilty because he has to get sentenced. It's not like you plead guilty, okay, you go to jail. Austin St. John, he did plead guilty. Guess what? He's free right now. But at some point, he's going to go to jail. Same
right,
thing.
and we need to need to wait for that.
So at sentencing, when he goes to jail, will you believe he intentionally defrauded the government?
If the evidence is there, absolutely.
Whoa, it's a yes or no. What do you mean the evidence? There is no more evidence that you're going to get. You see this right here. You see the guilty plea. There is nothing else that you're going to get. So are you waiting on like a confession from Austin St. John himself to say?
But that's the evidence we have, Henry. I don't think you should be force me to have a different opinion because I don't do that with other people. So
I'm just trying to. What will it take you to realize that he did this intentionally? Do you need something more than what the government presented to prove his guilt?
I need more than this for sure.
So Austin St. John was presented with this, and he pled guilty from this. You're saying this ain't enough,
but because there's more that's not being disclosed, Henry. I mean,
how do you know there's more that's not being disclosed? You can't say, hey, there's stuff not being disclosed unless you know what's not being disclosed.
Then we can't really determine. I mean,
you just assume. Are you assuming that something is not being disclosed right now? Is that an assumption you're making?
So this is the evidence that we have that he made a wire transfer and that he pled guilty.
He made 2 wire transfers. He
made 2 wire transfers.
He completed a fraudulent application, got the money from said application, made 2 wire transfers to the same 2 people that everyone else made the wire transfers to. That's not an accident. That's not like coincidental. You have 18 people making the same wire transfer to the same people that defrauded the government, that they all defrauded the government. Some people bought Lamborghinis. Some people went on trips. What are the odds that Austin St. John accidentally or unintentionally wire transferred 10% of his loan plus $170,000 to the same people that the other 18 people did? Like, what are the odds of that? And he did the application at the same house that everyone else did. What are the odds of that? You don't think that's like a conspiracy to defraud the government? Where you have 18 people filling out 18 different applications. You have 36 wire transfers, 1 to the guy who helped him do the application, 1 to the guy who's investing the money offshore. You don't think that's intentional? What do you think that is? Accidental? Coincidental? Oh, go ahead, Anson. He's stun locked.
All right, so if you're gonna use intent, right? He filled out the application at someone's house, right? The IP address for those 18 people was all tracked.
Yes.
And then, red flag. And then the federal government forwarded that over to the FBI. The FBI did their investigation. Like, wait a second, let's look into their financials. And then, wait, this guy bought a Lambo. This guy went on a vacation. This guy went and bought a motorcycle. Wait a second. Let's look at their LLCs. Look at the LLCs, and things are not adding up. How many people does that one person A got employed? How many people person 2 has employed? How many people person 3 has employed? It's not adding up. And wait, their LLC books for their bank accounts for those books, it's not adding up. How come that funds never touched that account for the LLCs that they own and dispersed the correct way versus it being wired to the same person with 10% cut to this person and then invested in this way? That's how all the things add up.
That's a conspiracy.
The word intent, right? The word intent. That's like saying someone who's addicted to child porn and clicked the link and is observing and watching. Oh, we didn't know if he had intent to do it. He damn clear typed in the website, clicked the damn link, and looked at it. So you can't sit there and say the intent part. The intent was there once he received the funds and he dispersed it to whoever else versus it going to his LLC and going to keep his employees afloat during COVID. It's clear as day. So, like, he stalled, said, I'm not guilty, which gave him a stall time so that way they could have the discovery period, so that way they could sit there and gather all the evidence to protect himself before trial. And then after that, like, oh, all right, I'm backed into a corner. I can't defend myself. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and take that plea. What we got? Hey, you know what? I'll surrender myself on January 2nd. Hypothetical. I just surrender myself on January 2nd. And then I'll go do my time and be done with it. Do not allow yourself to be a simp that's going to sit there and bust a blood vessel trying to defend someone who did wrong by a lot of people. Like, I myself sit there and lost a business during COVID. So, yeah, he did it. He did it. And just let him serve his time. Let him go redeem himself, come back. He'll hit the con circuit, and then he'll go about his life. Hopefully, he saved up enough money to keep his family afloat for the 6 months and then pay his restitution and then go back to society and try to contribute again. Hey, I wish him well. As much as I don't like him, I wish him well on it. But the facts are the facts. He defrauded the government.
Okay, if that's the case, then yeah, he'll go to the jail, and then that's the end. Like, I think what my issue was that Henry said it was definitive, that it was actually done. Like, how do you feel about Australian? It hasn't been sentenced. Like, it hasn't been formally done. Like, it's not sure.
It's like me killing somebody, right? And they find me guilty and I'm free. And you're like, well, Henry ain't been sentenced yet, so we don't know if he's going to jail or not. You're like, well, he did kill someone. He did plead guilty. He's free right now on house arrest, but we don't know if he's going to jail or not. It's improper to say that Henry's going to go to jail, even though he signed a piece of paper saying, yeah, I killed that person. Yeah, it was cold-blooded. Yep, I did it. It was me. And they got me on tape doing it too. But I ain't going to jail. I know some people say we'll never get through to him.
Henry is 99.9%, but I'm 100% sure. The only thing that would prevent him from going is if tragically something happens to him prior to the sentence date. Those steps are in motion. The sealed that sealed document that Henry just mentioned, the next step after that is going to be, we're going to have the hearing on this date, show up. Yep. And then it's done. Everything's already been lined up. The only thing that you're not understanding is that these are the steps. The next step is game over. And then it's done with. So there's only two things that would delay this even further. Something happened to any of the legal team or something happens to him prior to all that. Not that I'm wishing that on anyone. I'm just saying if for medical reasons or divine intervention something happens, that would be the only reason why it would be delayed even further. But pretty much everything is set in motion and it's going to happen.
So there is evidence that he intentionally defrauded the government, right, Henry? Is that what you're saying?
Fuck yeah, it is. What do you mean?
Okay, then he deserves to go to, like, if that's the case, then yeah, if there is evidence that he intentionally defrauded the government, yeah, that he should go to prison, yeah, for sure.
I get a loan for $100,000 for Henry Resilient Enterprises. Instead of paying my employees, I say, hey, Brent, I'm gonna give you $30,000. I want you to go buy rare items at conventions, okay? And then we gonna flip them. We gonna flip them. And then I take 30,000. I go buy me a motorcycle, and then I invest the other 40,000 in some offshore account with me, Answer 06, Dust, Cayenne Pepper, Degenerate, Riz, Khalifa, and Francis. We all did this shit. We all came to my house. We all filled out our application at my house. We all invested in the same guy. We're all giving you money to buy these rare items. Yeah, we're fucking defrauding the government, bro. We're intentionally doing it. He said he intentionally did it. And not only did he intentionally do it, I showed pictures of him and his friend the day after they got the money from the goddamn government, yucking it up. What more do you, Brent may need more. You need more, guys.
And then the other part too, the bank that he also had to go to sign a wet signature on it for the wire transfer because it's over a certain dollar amount. You don't think they contacted the FBI like, hey, or the Secret Service, hey, you may need to look into this because of the dollar amount.
Anything over $10,000, they post a mandatory report to the IRS. It's a mandatory report. When I sent my ex-wife $50,000, they had to see my ID and I had to put my thumbprint down as, hey, yes, I'm Henry getting this $50,000 check. And they asked me,
okay, then yeah, he'll go to jail then. Yeah, I mean that's.
So you better make sure you go see him at his last appearance for the year at the December 14th. I don't know where the hell he's gonna be at. December 14th, he'll be somewhere. You got to make sure you go out there and support your boy, man.
Right. I mean, if there's evidence there that he intentionally defrauded the government. I mean, there's really nothing more to talk about then, right?
You keep saying.
I mean, what? I mean, why is it you're making that like that's
like,
if it's clear, then why then
at December 14th, make sure you in Mississippi, Brent. Go ahead, go to Mississippi.
No evidence, the FBI would not be knocking on his damn door.
He got arrested. You know the FBI don't play, right? They're not like, oh, well, we need to know your intent. Brent said we need to get your intent. I know we got 17 other people who did the same thing, but we need to know if you were intentionally trying to defraud us. Hell no, man. That question answers itself just with paperwork. But make sure you go see him in Bend, XPO, Mississippi East. This looks to be Illinois. Maybe Illinois. Maybe go see him.
After he's sentenced and transferred to whichever federal prison he's going to be at, I'll find it so I can send it to you, the link, so you can put money in his canteen. But he is going to prison. He's not going to jail. He's going to prison for 6 months. He's going to do his time.
So, yeah, because I can't see him not. I'm waiting to see what's happening with Cord Newman. It looks like his buddy Cord Newman's going to fight it. But you know, it'd be really nice if Austin St. John has to testify against him as part of his plea agreement. That would be the ultimate icing on the cake. Talk about a friend, you know?
Yeah, then he'll be known as the Rat as well.
That's literally what I want to see happen. I want to see Cord Newman fight it, and I want to see Austin St. John get on the stand and be like, yes, Your Honor, it was him. Him right there, Cord Newman, my buddy, my dear friend, Cord Newman. Yep, he told us all. Me, Moran and Spencer, we all sent Spencer the money to invest in the offshore accounts. We were all at Moran's house out in Texas. They got our IP. Yep, we were all there, Your Honor. I want them to do that shit so bad.
Computer using Windows 95, and yep, we did.
I want that shit so bad. So bad. I can't, I don't think I'll get the meeting minutes, but I'll get the summary because it's federal government. So it's not like as open as like LA County where I can just get everything. So Brent's still not convinced, guys. We need to talk about intent and more evidence. Anything else, Brent? Did you want us to play the Love You clip? All right, thank you, Answer 06, man. Appreciate that backup.
No problem.
Thank you.
Henry, one more thing. The reason why I actually did bring up the Daniel Penny story, it was to let other veterans know, like, hey, man, I know you may want to help people because, you know, your service ended and you don't feel like you're a helper anymore, but you may want to dial it back and not try to help people because now you may end up facing jail time or prison time for something that you thought was righteous, but then it may end up being wrong. That's why I was trying to get out to the gentleman that was defending Brent the other day on the DC chat. I'm just saying, just be careful because your actions may be something that will get you jammed up later down the line. Just if you want to help people, do community outreach, work EMS, work fire, join the police department, do something else. But getting yourself involved without civil liability protection will definitely get you jammed up. That's all I got.
All right, thank you, Answer 06. Yeah, Brent, what did you think about your boy King Snow ready to fight for you in Discord? Did you hear any of that?
I left early because it started getting confrontational, and I was like, "Uh-oh, this is not good." I didn't listen to the whole thing, but yeah, I mean, I personally wouldn't go that route, but
You wouldn't fight for King Snow if someone was pressing him. He was ready to fight Angel Pest for you. And thank you, John C, for another gifted membership sponsoring tonight's stream, man. Appreciate you, brother. He was ready to fight Angel Pest for you to make sure none of that stuff went down on
Angel
his watch.
Pest?
Yeah, you didn't hear?
No, I didn't hear. I thought it was just Drew.
Oh, Drew and Angel Pest. How do you feel about that? Having someone willing to lay their life on the line for your safety?
I don't know if that's lay his life. I don't know about that, but you know, I don't like the confrontate, like what Drew said. We have to address what Drew said, right? Because this is related to what he's responding. So I didn't want to talk about this, to be quite frank, but
okay,
this topic was discussed. So I'll bring up again what Drew said. What Drew said was absolutely unacceptable in real life or in social media. And I reacted a certain way. I just try to brush it off, try to say, did you learn your lesson? Kind of like in a joking way, but try to let him know that I don't appreciate how I was treated. So I didn't really resort to the fighting language. And I know you're laughing, Henry, but you know this to be true. If
I don't know your intention. I don't know your intention, Drew. I mean, Brent.
Okay. Well, back to what we're discussing. So, if Drew were to say that to a family member, a friend of yours or mine, in social media or real world contexts, like if you were on the street or in the supermarket, whatever, it'd be totally unacceptable.
Take your clowns off my channel.
Some people would react different ways. If you have a friend that witnessed it, they would start using the same fighting words. Do I like it? Absolutely not. And I'll probably talk to him about I don't me with violence? Particularly like that confrontation, because that's not in my nature. But when Drew starts threatening people just because I disrespected Francis, I saw briefly, I think it was a Family Guy or whatever. Maybe Drew James should also keep out of individual. And Henry, you're laughing because it's a double standard, but you laugh it because you want to laugh it off to distract. So me and Francis are having a disagreement, and our disagreement is probably, I don't know what it was that angered Drew. I think I was angry at her because she said that she had a tape that would look bad for Walter, which by the way is what Rican did with Renee, and Walter was much nicer to Francis than Renee was to Rican. Let's just put it that way. That was our disagreement, or me disrespecting Francis, and for Drew to get involved, especially the way he did, I disagree with that. So, if we're going to call out King Snow for what he did, the same should be done for Drew as well, because he also he threatened violence when I was just having a discussion with Francis, a disagreement, and now with this, what King Snow did was because Drew resorted to that language. King Snow was like, you don't do that to someone, especially when I didn't threaten Drew, or I didn't like punch Drew or whatever.
Thank you, Dust, for
And,
the 5 gifted. Keep going, man.
and it's kind of like, I don't like it, but it's kind of like, if you want to avoid that confrontation altogether, you shouldn't threaten people unless your safety is at risk, unless it's the last resort. And that's my position on it. It's kind of like, keep the peace.
Okay.
Keep the peace. And it's kind of like, that's what we need to do. And
keep the peace. Okay. Answer 06 said, I thought this was dead. Where's the mute button? Pay him no mind.
it was dead. Yes, Answer 06, he's right. But the thing is, to address what Henry brought this up about King Snow, I have to address what caused King Snow to act the way he did. And
okay.
That's why I brought that up, because
I might
King
have
Snow
left something
didn't
out
bring
of
this up out of the
context.
blue. So that's my response to that. And I don't like it at all, but it's
now, what did you think of TJ memeing King Snow with his memes, and King Snow taking offense to it per se? What did you think of that?
people have different tolerances or quote unquote resilience. And just because it's social media doesn't mean that doesn't give a license for people to make fun and not expect a response. Now, do I feel that people should have thick skin? Absolutely. But you make fun of people, you make memes, you can't just not expect a response. Now, Rican, I know you reuse the same meme, but it's kind of like, maybe King doesn't have the thick skin to handle those memes, and I feel people should have thick skin, but if they don't, then...
So are you saying King Snow don't have thick skin?
Not well. He couldn't handle that meme. Clearly, he couldn't handle it. Like, he took offense to it.
For a yes or no. Are you saying King Snow doesn't have thick skin?
To handle that, I mean, clearly he couldn't handle it. Those memes.
So is that a King Snow?
I don't need to answer yes or no, because that I don't know the extent of that meme.
Well, you just explained thick snow. Oh, you want me to show you the meme? I could put the meme up. We could bring the meme up so you can have some full context, Brent. We don't want you speaking without full context over here, man. We always want to make sure.
I know your channel. I know what you guys do here, so there's no problem for me.
Please explain.
Go ahead, bring it up.
Please explain to us what we do here, or what is your understanding of what we do here. Here is the meme that was, sorry. Give me a second. Jesus. Here is the meme that was brought up for King Snow. What do you think of the meme?
I mean, it's kind of like you're mocking him. It's kind of like, do I like it? Absolutely not.
So now you have the meme, and you were there for the initial response. Is it of your opinion that King Snow does not have thick skin in regards to the meme?
In terms of that meme, he can't handle, like, he clearly was offended. So yeah, he does. In terms of this meme, yeah, he couldn't handle it, and I don't blame. Like, it's not like, you guys make memes of me all the time. Like, do I like some of the stuff that you guys do with me? No, I do not. And you'll keep doing it. That's fine for me. But do I like it? Absolutely not. But keep doing it. I'm okay with it. Like, obviously, I wouldn't be here if it really offended me, like, if I couldn't take it. But do I like it? Absolutely not.
Okay.
But I know that Degenerate will make more memes, and I look forward to seeing them.
Well, meme,
I love his content. I mean, if Photoshop my face, I mean, do I like it? No, but it's kind of like, keep doing it, because
memes and
it's part of social media.
Question for the chat: is getting upset at a meme considered soft behavior? That's the question, Brent. Are you thinking about the
Oh,
response?
I thought you said it was for the chat.
No, it's from the chat to you. Is getting upset at a meme considered soft behavior?
Getting mad, like
getting mad, getting upset. Is getting mad or upset at a meme considered soft behavior?
if it's the point like where Reek can crash out like that, yes. But if I see that and I'm like, I don't like it.
We're not. We're just talking King Snow right now.
Do I think it's soft behavior?
Getting upset at memes, yes.
Do I consider it like if I got upset?
Do you consider people who get upset at memes committing soft behavior? Answer 06 said yes, but we want to know your opinion. You can agree or disagree with answer 06.
Getting upset over soft the meme, is that soft behavior?
Yeah, is it soft behavior to get upset at a meme?
I don't think as long as it doesn't affect you, and so as long as it doesn't affect you to the point, because you're trying to.
We're really just focusing on King Snow. Is getting upset at memes soft behavior? Okay, explain why it's not soft behavior.
Because honestly, some of the stuff that was said about me, like I'm like, oh my god, that's ugh.
Thank you, Riz, for
the one where you.
I said thank you, Riz, 2 months in the game. Appreciate you, Riz. So you're saying it's not soft behavior to get upset at memes, right?
As long as you're not as long as it's affecting you and causing you to what is it? Do what Rican did, because when we had a discussion, it was about Rican, I remember, and it was getting to the point where it was just ridiculous. But I see some of the stuff that's said about me, like that one picture where you have, like I know you might make a meme of that as well. It was kind of like, hey,
that's my editor.
Yeah, like I don't like that.
Rican King Snow soft, just like cotton candy. Damn, former.
Yeah, I don't. It's kind of like I don't like it. It's upsetting to me, but it's like as long as it doesn't affect you in your like daily life, then you're allowed to get upset. I mean, it's just part of social media.
Okay, all right, guys, there we have it. We got Brent. Are you going to see Austin St. John on his last thing before he goes away for a long time? Are you going to make sure you're at that? Illinois
No,
race?
I mean, he wasn't really he wasn't my top favorite. Like he's not really one of my.
This may be the last chance you can get the story from the horse's mouth. You know, don't take my word for it. Don't take the government's word for it. You can go talk to the man himself.
Because it's December.
Yeah.
Yeah,
warm butter soft.
But look, yeah, no, I'm not gonna see him. No. I haven't seen him since. I didn't talk to him since April.
But you were upset that you missed him at C2E2, right?
No, I saw him at C2. You talked about David Yost?
So did you see Austin St. John at C2E2?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
That was the last time I saw him.
And you didn't ask him anything about the case or anything like that?
What did I don't even remember. I don't think I did, because I already asked him about it before.
And what did he say?
He said something. It's ongoing, and the usual what he said in public. Nothing. I mean, nothing.
Oh, I told you it's ongoing. Well, it looks like it's coming to a conclusion, huh?
Sure. Yeah. Well, and then
Oh man, it's ongoing, guys. Hey, you got to admit, guys, Austin St. John is a class act. He's one of a kind, man. He is truly one of a kind with this, with his spin and creating fans like Brent, man. It's really a master class. He could probably teach other people how to do it. But all right, Brent, man, thank you for coming up. I'm about to.
You said you were going to play that clip, or you're just going to leave it at the love you one, because you know the glitches caused that, because I present you clear audio from start to finish where that was not present. So that love you, whatever what you claim, was caused by a glitch, which I didn't want to pay $700 because I had to send you the whole the 27 minutes because I couldn't split it up, or people would accuse me of out of context. So,
oh man, look, man, you got to stop worrying about what people gonna think, bro.
Right, but I'm trying to spread a message, so naturally I'm gonna be concerned about what people think. That's part of trying to spread a message.
Thank you, love you. Oh my god, thank you.
No, that's not the
that's not
it, Henry.
That's not the clip.
That's not it.
You sure?
That's not the clip that I sent you the two as a response.
I'm messing with you.
I know you're trolling. I know it's entertainment, but it's kind of like I'm here to try to spread a certain message, so I do have to care about what people think.
Look, I don't want people to think I love David Yost. Let me get into my email, everybody. Let me get into it.
I know you're trolling. I know, but it's kind of like I want to make sure the message is spread.
He's like, I want to make sure it's crystal clear. Damn, man, you be sending me these shits I can't play. Couldn't preview the file.
You can't play it?
I could play it.
Yeah, that's the issue. When you have to convert it to a Google Drive, it probably did something to the file where some of the stuff is not played correctly.
No, I can play it. You just won't hear it. All right, guys, here's the real clip.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Let me make sure I get everything.
Got everything?
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
All right. As you guys can see, I don't know if Brent saw
or hear.
Brent didn't say love you. I think he was like and caught himself. But we don't know.
No, nothing about love or anything was said in that clip.
Was your intent not to say love you during that thing?
Well, I never said it, and that never was something that was mentioned.
Okay. All right. Well,
God, you're one of the best entertainers in this YouTube space. Like, you know your audience. I know your game, Henry. Like, and I love to play a lot because it's great entertainment. I know what you're doing.
We're just having a conversation, right?
Yeah, of course.
I just want to make sure that your intent wasn't to say love you, because we can't see intent these days. Even with we got video evidence or photo
I don't have
evidence.
Time to dispute. Oh my God.
All right,
man.
Well, thank you, Brent, for coming up.
How's Janara doing? I didn't. I know
care?
she was.
Do you really care, or are you just asking the troller?
No, because when she I remember when she cammed up like last time. She was sad, and I understand. Like I want to tell her that I'm not trying to cancel David. It won't happen even if I tried, because people P Diddy. I see P Diddy because he could have a concert if he was allowed to, and people would show up. Wesley Snipes shows up to San Diego Comic-Con to applause, despite spending years in prison for tax fraud.
Man.
All these people, it's kind of like you can't cancel them. It won't happen. So I'm not trying to cancel him. I'm just trying to give people the information to make an informed decision on whether they want to support David or not. People have said they won't support him because of how he treated me. If you want to support him, that's your choice. And I'm not going to say that you're a bad person or whatever. You just made a decision that's best for you, and you should continue doing that. But people are concerned about what David did because he's shown to be a repeated liar, full of shit. And I take issue with, if he would have let me keep the video, then I would be willing to listen to his side about the walk off. But by him wanting to have that video deleted specifically for that reason, even if people believe him,
I believe him 100%.
Right. But even if people believed him, wouldn't people think that, oh my God, he's trying to quote unquote cover up the truth so that maintain a relationship with Walter? Isn't that just as bad?
Oh,
isn't that kind of shady?
What do you expect? They all want money, man. You don't matter to them. You think he give two shits?
Right, but their credit, like, how would you like? I think Ray or somebody mentioned this during the stream. Like, why is David covering up if he's telling the truth? It's
because
just
he
like
doesn't want to sour their relationship. He does
right, and
David
that's
Yost
kind
does
of
not want
but
awkward questions. He doesn't want more people coming up to him. Now more people are going to. David Yost is about to become Austin St. John when it comes to you. When it comes to people asking him about Brent Pham and what happened with Brent Pham, why'd you send security? He's going to be Austin St. John. You saw when Dust asked and he just blocked them instantly.
right.
He's going to have to do that to every fan that's seen this video that has questions for him. He's just going to block them as opposed to owning up and just saying, yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like people like Pyrabelle, they're loyal fans. I bet you if she were to see him at I bet you she would ask him about this.
yeah,
And what is he gonna do? Send security after her too?
No,
I mean,
if he look, man, I would go full King Snow if he sent security after Pyrabelle.
I mean, that's I'm not saying he would do that, but it's kind of like, is he gonna start doing that? I mean, come on now.
You don't know what he's capable of. She could ask the wrong question and have a camera out, and next thing you know, he like, hey, lock her up, lock her down, bring her on over here.
Because he made himself look really bad. Like if by having that video deleted, like it's just unbelievable.
Exactly.
Like
he has to feel so stupid having the video deleted only for you to pay to have it recovered and get out there. And for him to be like, oh, he was asking controversial questions. And I love that you got the whole experience beginning to end. It really just makes David Yost look like a horrible person. And thank you, John C. He said thank you. Yeah, we know Brent said thank you. Sometimes I gotta troll Brent for
right. And I understand the entertainment, like you have to have fun with this channel, because if you're too boring, like then you don't get clicks. And I understand and people don't want to view what you have to say. So basically I have to kind of like juice it up a little bit, like with the
I don't think you juice it.
you know the game, Henry. You know the game. Like you have to make my face, like when I see my face, I'm like, oh my God.
Send me better pictures, take more pictures, or we just gonna keep using the same goddamn thumbnail. And that thumbnail
like
is
some of them I'm like, oh my God, like
that's a screen grab from you making the face. What do you want it to do? When you come
I'm like,
up,
oh my God, I don't like that picture at all.
When you come up, you're like this. This is what happens when you normally come up.
Because the lack of yeah, because I'm having the camera like this, so it's kind of like, oh yeah, I just come up, I speak from the mind. I don't really think prep or anything. I just come into the car and then just put the phone up.
You got to think about framing, right? You want to be like,
framing,
okay,
right?
Am I in frame? Am I in center?
Right.
You know, how's my lighting? You know, stuff like that. And someone said Yost committed credit card fraud.
I don't know if that's the case. I know he's full of shit. That's all.
And then they could determine if it's truly fraud.
Right, because he did offer the service and blah blah blah, but the fact that he called security to have it deleted afterwards, even though he technically did offer the service initially, it's just really messy.
Yeah. Did you send the video to your credit card company yet?
I'm gonna send it. Yes. So I finished the video.
I have a better copy of it. I could release it for you to download or whatever. I'll release it tonight for members only, guys. The crystal clear copy of the whole interaction.
Right, because I don't say I love you in that part.
Dude, you
it's super clear
about the wrong thing, bro. You worried about
no, but I'm saying, and then like the thing missing with tweet.
Straight, guys. I didn't say I love you. I did say it.
No, and then the part where Jace, the sweet part, with I think Tweez, that was missing because I'm sure David has said that JD is a sweet person before, but not in this clip. It was missing because the audio it got jumbled up. It's a and the I didn't want to pay $700 to have it be back to completely normal. So I just have to take the lump.
10 minutes of work.
No, they would have cleaned it up completely. So where the audio is, there's no glitches, nothing. That's what they told me, and I was like, that sounds tempting, but $700, no. We'll just have the glitches, whatever glitches, and then just take the risk. And
all right,
there was
Brent,
some.
man. Thank you for coming up, man.
All right, thank you.
Short. All right, peace, guys. That was Brent, everybody. He wants you to know he didn't say he loved David Yost, and also that he doesn't know Austin St. John's intent. Let me know what you think of that, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.